Howdy, friends. Steve DePoe here for the Rose Realty Team. A lot of times I get asked, why should we pick the Rose Realty Team to be our realtor? Whether we're buying or selling, why should we pick the Rose Realty Team? Well, I'm going to explain it to you. Why else? Why else will we be here? First, who are we? Well, we're Rose, Lisa, and Steve. Rose, my wife, Rose DePoe, used to be a VP at a big convenience store up in the upper Midwest. And then after that, she spent about 20 years or so in high tech consulting. Myself, I was a director of engineering at for a local manufacturing company. And then I spent about 25 years or so as well in high tech consulting. Lisa, who just joined us this year, was director of purchasing at JCPenney's. So we all have big executive backgrounds, and we know what we're doing. So we started this company. We started this group. Why? To transform the way real estate business that gets done. More times than not, you have a real estate agent who just kind of goes through the motions or doesn't really care what happens at the end of the day. As long as they get paid, they're happy. We wanted to transform the real estate business. We wanted to make friends along the way. We wanted to make long lasting friendships along the way. And you're not going to be friends with somebody who ended up not doing a good job for you. So our goal is to make friends and treat people like family along the process, and to make sure that we have friends for life. I'm going to give you four examples about how we've done that. The first, we had a customer came to us, a person selling the house came to us and said, my agent just isn't doing a good job. It's been 4, 6 months, something like that. They stick a sign in the yard. That's it. We want you to sell our house. So we did our marketing plan. We worked on selling this house. And within about 5 or 6 weeks, we had an offer. Only problem was the buyer had a contingency on their house, which meant they had to sell their house before they can actually buy our seller's house. Okay. And so our seller said, okay, you know what? I'll take your contingency if you let the Rose Realty Team sell your house for you. They said, sure, let's do that. Within the first week of having that second person, that buyer, have their house on the market, we had an over full priced offer, and we closed on all both houses within 30 days. So we go the extra mile to make sure that you get what you want and your house gets sold, or you buy the house that you want. And now we're starting to develop raving fans who love the work that we do. The next example, we had a couple who was looking for a golf course property. I found them a golf course property. Only problem was, yep, there was that contingency. They had to sell their house. And so we put their house on the market, and like the next day, they went off to Europe for a 3 week European trip. Great vacation. We saw the pictures. Outstanding vacation. But they were away for those critical points in the house. So they were away for pictures and decluttering and staging. We handled all of that for them. Okay. And then right away, bang, I think it was about a week in to their vacation after we had listed the house, we had an offer. So now we had to negotiate long distance across the ocean. When you came down to it, we had to negotiate across the ocean. We negotiated the contract. We got the contract signed. We made sure that the repairs got done that had to get done. And by the time they came back from their 3 week vacation, they had a bona fide offer. They were ready to sell their house, and all they had to do was find boxes to move. Third example is a customer came to us and said, we need you to sell our house. We don't think we can afford to live here anymore. They were a little bit of an older couple. He was a vet. Okay. Don't think we can afford here to live here anymore. Taxes keep on going up. HOA fees keep on going up. We think we have to just sell our house and maybe get into an apartment. So we said, wait a minute. And we said, wait a minute. We've had them talk to one of our great lenders who tried to get them a lower interest rate on their mortgage. Now, even though he did that, he got them an excellent rate through a VA loan program. It still wasn't good enough for them. They still wanted a little bit more breathing room. So then they came to us and said, okay, find us a small, sell our house, number one, and number two, find us a smaller, more affordable house. Now, our first step wasn't to say, we got a listing, I'm going to make some money. Nope. Our first step was to make sure that our client or our potential client was taken care of, to make sure that they could stay in the house that they loved and that they wanted to stay in, and that they could afford to stay in. What we did was we took the step to make sure that they were taken care of first, people first. And so as it turned out, it wasn't quite good enough. They wanted a little bit more breathing room. Then we found them a less expensive house with a lower mortgage payment, etc. And they moved into that. Now today they're very happy. A fourth example is this. Just around Christmas this past year, I sold this gentleman a house on a golf course. Great house, great view. It was outstanding. Problem was, him and his wife did a lot of travel. They did a lot of travel to Florida and then Kansas City, where the family is. And so there was a lot of things that had to get done. They had to move out. They had to move in. They had things that had to be repaired per the contract. They had things that wanted to get done because they like painting, because they wanted to spruce the house up before they actually moved in. And so what did I do? He gave me a key, and I said, "Look, I'll help you out here. I'll be happy to unlock the doors." And he gave me a key, and he said, "Steve, go ahead." We just recently finished up that deal where they were replacing windows, and he said to me, "Steve, I don't know what I would have done without your help." And that gives you a little bit of a lump in your throat. So we're well on our way of transforming the way people look at real estate agents and the way the real estate industry works. We're so blessed that our clients have embraced our approach to real estate. We're putting clients first. This is Steve DePoe for the Rose Realty Team. I'm going to bounce.